guys, welcome back. Today I am going to be talking about when you're sick. I know it's tempting to drink hot drinks with like milk in it, but when you're congested, like you got a blocked nose or your chesty cough or something like that, when I had my viral chest infection, the last thing I wanted to do or should have done was drink milk or milky drinks, because the milk is rather thick, and I'm talking about animal milk, like cows or goats milk and all that. Personally for me, it was really thick, so it kind of made me feel horrible, and as I was drinking it, I feel like I couldn't breathe. Like when you breathe and you're drinking, if that makes sense, I literally felt like I was underwater, even though it was like a 2-second sip of a bit of milk or a coffee or a hot chocolate. Yes, the steam helped a lot. We'll get into that in a sec. But just, it felt literally like I was drowning. That is not an understatement. Like, I could not breathe when I drank this, when I drank the milky drink or the milk. It kind of was a little bit different with, if it was a hot drink, though in winter you all know that hot drinks go cold, or hot food goes cold relatively quickly. So, as much as you really want to fill up on something like a hot cocoa or a hot chocolate or a hot coffee or hot tea, it's probably not the best when you're feeling a bit down, under the weather. Like, maybe if you got like a cold, but if you're really congested, like if you got more of a flu side of a cold or a chest infection, it's not the best to drink something with a bit of milk in it. Even though that is an old wives' tale that you should drink hot milk or whatever when you're feeling sick. I think that's the wives' tale. Anyway, just for me personally, I know people are going to disagree with this, but just the whole drinking milk, thick milk, or milky drinks when I was sick is just a no-go for me now. I just, like I said, it literally felt like I was drowning. It just made me feel worse after I drank it. Like, I'd feel really sick in the gut when I drank it, which now I figured out I really can't drink full cream milk as it is. But any milks I could not drink. I don't know about soy milks because I've only ever had animal milks, if that makes sense. Like I said, cows or goats milk. But, yeah, it was just, I just felt really ill and congested, and then drinking the milk drink made me feel even worse. So I pretty much just stuck with, warm, if you want a tea or a coffee. I probably also wouldn't go for coffee for some reason, that even without milk, it still makes you, well, it's made me feel congested and ill, and like I couldn't breathe. Like I was it felt like I was underwater, and I was just drowning as I was sipping all that stuff. Tea is a little bit better. It just feels a little bit thinner even when you have milk in it, if you want your milk. Yes, but personally for me, I couldn't do that. So I probably have a tea without the milk, and it's a lot healthier without milk anyway, in theory, isn't it? But yeah, I just couldn't, if you want your tea, your coffee, your hot chocolate, probably best not to have a milk. When you don't feel like eating, you should really get something into your belly. Always drink water. Water is best for you. Water helps flush out your system, flush out the toxins, flush out your bladder, flush out your kidneys. And like I said, listen to your body. If your body doesn't want to, if your body's telling you not to eat, don't eat. If your body's telling you to eat, you should eat. But just eat in smaller portions. Like, instead of having 3 big meals, have like maybe 6 or 7 smaller little, like a couple of grapes or half a cracker or a cracker, whatever your stomach can handle at the time. But my main thing is, do not go for the milky stuff, because that really, like I said, with my chest infection that I had a couple of years back now, it really messed with me. That's just my main thing, is when I'm sick, I just try and avoid the milk altogether, even though it's probably not the best thing to do. So, because the milks that I tend to go for, which are the animal derived ones, like I said, are thicker, so they kind of really, they feel like they stick to your chest or your lungs. Last thing is, really quick, I want to talk about clothing. If your body's telling you you're cold, wrap up. If your body's telling you you're hot, wrap up. It's kind of like when you're, what I understand about when you have a kid, like a little baby, is if you feel cold, like wrap your baby up in cold clothes, because if you're cold, then they're most likely cold. Main thing I notice when I'm sick is like, it could be middle of winter. My parents could be wrapped up in like jackets and jumpers and trousers and like track pants, whatever. And I'll be there sitting, like I said, in my thing. And I'm like, is it hot or is it cold? So that's another thing. You listen to your body and it'll generally tell you whether or not you feel well or not. So like I said, suddenly, like just say it's middle of summer and where you, it's a hot week or it's a hot day and you're shivering and you're like shaking and you got cold sweats and that is generally a thing to say that your body is not well. Sorry, there was someone at the door, I think, coming into the door. I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, it's just a thing about listening to your body, listening to what doesn't work for you or what works for you when you're sick. Like I just said, that's my main thing, is just eat as little, in little portions, like tiny little portions. Like I said, is even if it takes you 1 hour or 4 hours or 8 hours to eat one cracker, at least try and get something into your body. Just say you have your favourite food and it's like grapes. If they don't agree with you when you're sick, just don't go for it. As much as you might crave them, it's best not to go for them and not feel sick with eating them than eat them and feel sick and vomit up, because you really don't want to vomit and that, because that is dehydration occurring in your body somehow. When you listen to your body, it'll definitely tell you. The one thing I have to tell you really quick is that when I had my chest infection, I ignored it for 3 weeks. 3 weeks. At least 3 weeks. And I went to my doctor because I thought it was a cold. My doctor said, no, you got a viral chest infection. It could have been pneumonia. So I'm like, shivers. How the hell? So yeah. And he basically not laid into me or anything. He just said, you should have come sooner. You're like a week of getting pneumonia. So yeah, if it's a nagging cough or a wheezing feeling, or your chest is feeling heavy, like you can't breathe, when you breathe in, you can only breathe in so far, like it feels like your chest is getting compressed or something like that, or a body. So if that's just like, if you know, if you think it's a flu or a cold, if that's happening to you, I would definitely recommend you go to your doctor within the first probably 10 days of getting it. That's just my personal opinion. You could probably go, it'd probably be best to go sooner. Like if you never get sick, I would recommend you go sooner. Like as soon as you feel sick, maybe give it a couple days and then go, or go straight away. Just listen to your body. If your body's telling you, I really need to go to the doctor, I really need to get this sorted, just go. Like this, if you're sick at the moment and these help you out, please let me know. Just like I said, you might disagree, you might agree, but these just my personal experience. My personal experience when I was sick, what I did and didn't do. So I'm just letting you guys know what worked for me. And a disclaimer is, what might work for one person does not always work for, what might work for one person does not always work for another person. I always try and put that point across, because like I said, you know, it's simple. You know, it might work, my advice might work for someone or it might not work for another, but it doesn't mean it's necessarily wrong or right. Just let you guys go on that note, and I love you guys, and if you're feeling ill, I hope you feel better. I know for some people it might be hard to go to the doctor because it might be more expensive, but what's that saying? It's better to be safe than sorry. It's better, someone told me, it's better to go to the doctor or the emergency room 100 times and have false, like have nothing wrong with you, than not go that one time and have something severely wrong with you that can like impact your life forever. I'll catch you soon, and oh my gosh, it's getting cold again. Alright, I cannot win with this thing. Alright, I'll catch you all very soon. Bye!